VMware, particularly your IT Academy, Virtualize Africa. The African Union, today we are celebrating. We are celebrating because we have engaged in a kind of marriage. And that marriage is because we have signed this MOU. This MOU fosters the cooperation and collaboration between the African Union Commission and VMware, particularly because you have a vision that this has. The vision of the African Union is that vision of an integrated, prosperous, and peaceful Africa, driven by its own competent and skilled citizens able to play in the global arena. And don't forget that Africa has a youthful bulge, and that youthful bulge is our greatest demographic asset. And we are talking about the future of work. And to speak of the future of work is to speak about digital transformations, technologies, ICTs, etc., science, technology, innovation. And for us also to be able to think about the future of work, we need to make sure that our own youth are also integrated in various forms of ICTs and virtualization, which is yours, cloud computing, I'm borrowing your words, are all yours, not mine. I know nothing about that. And particularly because you also have a vision. You have an IT Academy, Virtualize Africa. And to virtualize Africa, it is very important for you to have a collaboration with the African Union. Because the African Union Commission has convening powers of ministers in charge of this. And my department, the Department of Human Resources, Science and Technology, has a mandate of human resources and capacity building, particularly of the youth, in the areas of education, science, technology, innovation, and this ICT aspect of it. We don't have the human resources, you have the human resources. We don't have the trainers, you have the trainers. So there is need for us to come together so that you can help us impact on Africa and actually bring your dream to virtualize Africa into reality. Out of that, one of the flagship projects, there are 12 of them, of the African Union, is the African Union Pan-African Virtual and E-University. And that Pan-African Virtual and E-University was put in because the African head of states saw the need for us to reach out to millions of Africans who cannot afford education. And then we are trying to say that there are millions of them out there with good certificates, in quotes, maybe in English, history, philosophy, economics, etc. But they don't get the job. It's not as if the jobs are not available. The jobs are available. But the they don't have the right training. And the right training now, when we speak of future of work, or when we speak of the current trend of things, is in ICTs, it's in virtualization, it is in what you do and what you know best. Because I've been to San Francisco, I've been to your office there, and today I was walking into Barcelona and I just saw VMware, and then they say, make your mark. We still want to make our mark. And I believe that we're making a mark by signing this union. This marriage has come and it will continue. And it will bring forth children in ICDs, it will bring forth children in virtualization, cloud computing, probably the slogans and the jargons of your profession, it will bring it out. And then you know what? Even before this signing, from April, when you sent your representative, I think it was Mr. Deji Komolafe and Evelyn, to participate in the second Pan-African Youth Forum that we had. That Pan-African Youth Forum was the vision of the chairperson of the African Union Commission, His Excellency Dr. Musa Faki Mahamed. And what was that vision? The need for us to come together, meet the youth of Africa, and hear from where they are coming from and what they need. And one of the things that we saw lacking was that they were not integrated in digital skills, etc. And when Mr. Deji Komolafe and Evelyn came to that meeting, they committed on behalf of VMware. And for you to commit means that, how are you going to assist us? They said that they are very good in virtualization and cloud computing. And actually, that was the first time. That was the first time I heard about that, and it was during that presentation. I'm not an ICT person. I'm an educationist. So that was the first time I heard about it. And they presented it. And after that, we've been working together, particularly because we're going to launch a Pan-African Virtual and E-University next month. So they've been participating in the technical meeting for us to be able to bring to forth and even bring in courses from your IT Academy that will help us upskill the proficiency of the African youth so that they can become job employable. So it is for this reason that I feel that going further to sign this MOU, which does not restrict you only to my department, because it is an MOU on the African Union Commission. That means the 8 departments that constitute the African Union, you can move around. So it is not just about my department, it is about the future of the African Union itself. When we use the word African Union, we actually speak about the 55 member states. And what we do is that I, as the Commissioner for Human Resources, Science and Technology, I have education, I have youth and human resources, and I have science, technology, innovation under my department. I can convene, I have what they call convening power. There are 55 member states ministers in charge of education, science, technology, and innovation. But if you move from me and you go to the Commissioner for Infrastructure and Energy, where we have cyber security, etc., you can work with her. You move from me, go to the Commissioner for Rural Economy and Agriculture, who presently is talking about agripreneurship, particularly the manner in which you can use it with the mobile phone to do agriculture. You can work with her. So it does not restrict you to my department. It is for the African Union. And there's continuity, whether I'm there or not. The marriage has been signed and there's no divorce. There's no divorce.